Good morning, everybody. All prospective bidders. All right, this is going to be a great day. Another good fundraiser by D.A.F.E for the benefit of Give Kids the World. So, turn it over to the auctioneer.
Welcome to the auction for a tour of the Haunted Mansion. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a unique opportunity this morning. This is something that is rarely offered to folks here at Knoebels Grove, for we're standing in front of the Haunted Mansion. With the hood on, I look like a denizen of the Haunted Mansion. This traditional dark ride is celebrating its 45th anniversary this year. Much of the structure originally came from a skating rink, and some consideration was given to making it a skating rink here at the park. But the family made a very wise decision, and they turned it into a dark ride attraction. It was opened on June 30th, 1973. And a little side story, it was actually supposed to open a month earlier, but one of the Knoebels was giving birth, and I'm really not supposed to tell you that Brian's celebrating his 45th birthday next month. This ride is probably the best example of a traditional dark ride in existence today. In fact, every year when the dark attraction and funhouse enthusiasts have conducted its major member survey, this attraction has won favorite traditional dark ride and favorite dark ride of any type. In a few minutes, we will be holding an auction where the top 12 bidders will win the opportunity to walk through the Haunted Mansion with the lights on and see the many tricks and hidden secrets of the mansion. The tour will be led by the Knoebel family, Brian, Rick, and Dick, and by Drew Konarski, who is the caretaker of the mansion throughout the year. There is an actual storyline to this ride, and actually when you go in, if you look above the entrance, you will see the legend. Once you go inside, you will meet Ruth. Ruth has just been married, moved into the mansion, and then a strange curse took over. Make sure you check out the extensive library that's inside. Some really interesting books. Ask to get a good look at the oven monster and see what they used for the eye. When you get up to the attic, you'll see all kinds of stuff that you normally don't see in the dark. And if you've ridden the ride at all, you remember the truck, you have to see how extensive the truck attraction is. There is so much more, and folks, let me tell you, when you ride through, you don't see half of the stuff that is in the mansion, because sometimes you're looking one way and there's stuff on the other wall. So it really is going to be an exciting event for you as you go through. Now, all proceeds from this ride, from this auction, is going to be given to a great cause, Give Kids the World. Give Kids the World is an 84-acre nonprofit resort in Central Florida. It provides a week-long cost-free vacation to children with life-threatening illnesses and their families. Every year, 27,000, let that sink in, 27,000 children in the United States are diagnosed with a life-threatening illness.
So you've just entered here, and here's the welcomer. So welcome. And next thing is in the library. And like I said, the books, there's some popular mechanics books there from back in the 50s.
Yeah.
There's some other pretty good. I've read a couple of the books right here.
That's what I'm saying. You paid the bigger price.
This comes over on you.
Huh. That's
Here's a book, The Outline of History by H.G. Wells.
Huh.
All right, so step into the next room.
This is a shotgun there. Yeah. Yeah.
When I build stuff, it's like, oh, I shouldn't use wood.
These are cardboard piping for the cardboard tubes.
Morgan, Dave Gwynn, who used to be the caretaker here, had a little old keyboard, so he put that keyboard in a bureau from a dining room. And of course, the organ pipes are cardboard tubes that used to contain paneling molding for our lumberyard. We sell,
So simple.
we save the tubes and. But that, part of that came from the,
Westview?
yeah, dark ride out at Westview Park in Pittsburgh. Well, he said so. He said so. We got a few things from Westview Park when it closed. They had a good coaster there.
Yes.
Too bad.
Oh yeah, Ruth used to be a bride right here, the wedding cake, the old wedding cake.
All right. Definitely 3 months.
Oh, gosh.
So we had to rebuild the wall.
Right, that was humble. Oh.
Oh, it's actually a dome ceiling. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna see this. Now we're into the kitchen of the mansion. If you notice, there's a General Electric logo on that door.
Not a sponsor.
Now we're gonna tell you, the eye is a miniature football.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can we walk your gate or no?
That white dot on, supposed to be there?
It's a eye.
Right on the eye.
He's got a style.
Yes.
I love this.
This is new for the season, I
Yeah, this is
think.
new this year, yeah.
There's the hand that comes out of it.
Yep. I didn't notice the hand the first time, I just noticed the eye.
That was a funny fright item. We couldn't, they had to jazz up the scene.
The 45's a good
I didn't even notice what so super
Yeah.
looking over there.
The left where the refrigerator and sink are, at one time, that's where the air compressor for everything.
Yeah, I remember that. The old skeleton
We
room.
hired a couple outside masons, Marty Campbell.
That's the
I
workshop.
built a museum inside of here since I saw you last.
Think let's talk about this room here?
Well, originally, this room had a zigzag thing. We had a lot of trouble with the bars making the zigzags all the time. And we also had hanging skeletons. That would come up and down like this.
Before that though, when it had a zigzag, it had posters of,
Like psychedelic? Like,
yeah, exactly, those psychedelic type things, like, the cubes that kind of give you a headache, you look at it. Yeah, they were filled up in this room, and we had a strobe going, and we were playing music from A Clockwork Orange.
Oh,
And, so yeah, it was, called the Optic Room. And then we had the skull room, the room plastered with mirrors, on every side.
Oh, some of the hanging skeletons are still back here.
Yeah.
Yes. Up the hill and everything else, and they came with 1/3 horsepower, split phase gear motors. And it couldn't handle it. And that's why it was delayed until June 30th, on May 30th. We took and changed them over to capacitor start 1/2 horsepower motors.
Okay.
And that's what we've had ever since. I gave the thing.
Yeah, as far as I know, that's still a motor.
That bat that's overhead there, that was on a mechanism, I think.
I don't have that sketch. I do have some sketches I did at Knoebels that you had. They're kept in very secure location. But I have to, and my intention is to photograph them and put them in a digital format so that could be readily shared. I think that's what that was being good. I just have to run that by the article so they can release the information. We put lots of little hidden things in here. There are exactly 13 darts, and of course none are on this playing surface. They're terrible darts. Right, from behind. Yeah. But, once it draws your attention, that's it.
Even though you know it's coming, you still look.
This is a arrow home.
Oh.
Things have changed a little bit over the years. These are garage door track. Typically get roll, the bat would roll down. All right, now of course we're in the attic. These old doors bang. And where's my radio? Oh, there it is. Back here, there's an old airline brand radio. The airline was a Montgomery Ward name. And this radio had about 4 frequencies, 4 bands. It had an AM, regular AM band, and a couple of shortwave bands. And I think it still worked when it was put here. But up in my basement when I was a kid, I could tune in Radio Moscow without an antenna on that radio.
You're kidding.
Yeah, this was from our old Walking Charlie band. Game.
Does anybody here know everyone know what Walking Charlie is? Walking Charlie were these, there was 8 people. They were, like on a egg mixer gear. They would spin around. They all wore little bowler hats. And
All kinds of different hats.
all kinds of different hats. And you would throw a ball to knock the hat off. And they win a cigar.
There was Mutt Jeff, Tojo, Hitler, Mussolini, an Indian, a black man. Not sure what else it was.
In really bad shape, but they were. One was landing on top of the other, like they had crashed.
Okay.
So that's when that crash would occur. Bang! The light would show up, and it was like you were gonna crash into the next 2 cars.
Okay.
This is a bridge mold, right? Bridge support?
This was the concrete form
Right.
for a bridge up on Interstate 81.
Never used to look, yes.
You only do that once, so.
Yeah. Won't happen again.
Hey, Linda. Those in the early part of the tour said, hey, I can use that idea again. He's trying it out.
Look at all the paintings. I mean, these are beautiful. You don't really see them much in dark.
Just had a hole in the floor.
That's what he said you can.
Yeah, it used to lay flat, right? Facing upwards.
Cats would come in.
Boop, and slams. Boop, boop, slam.
That's not the original though. I designed something originally different.
Yeah, and he was originally flat,
Yeah, it was
wasn't
flat.
Yeah.
And it had a steel rod. Came up.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. That's neat. I do know though it was changed to be this more vertical orientation.
Because like they said, cats used to come in through the floor.
I didn't realize it was still there.
Still hidden in there.
Yeah.
That's our latest contribution done in the style of Bill Tracy.
Yeah.
Foam ceiling, but then we realized it's flammable.
Oh, yeah.
So we took it out.
How would you do that?
Roof cut up yet?
Sometimes when you realize
That's why you gotta write it again and again.
Yeah.
We do.
There's always something new to see.
we do.
Yeah, we left everything hooked to the wall.
That's a really high ceiling.
The Rembrandt used to sit on there. And now it's the falling clown. They modified it because I guess Rembrandt
Didn't last.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I was gonna say, now you get a picture of my people in it.
Trapdoor.
Yeah. I think I will, actually.
That's right by the wizard and stuff.
Never know.
The refrigerator's
There's the air horns.
All right. I was out at Indiana Beach, went in their dark ride, and they had the whole front of an international cab over with the truck. And I said, hey, that's a good gag. But we didn't have room for a whole international cab over. So we invented it. This is out of a refrigerator, and the light bulbs, and the air horn, and it works.
very simple.
We'll come around the corner here,
Got the
into the
jungle.
jungle room.
I was doing Elvis.
That's a real bear head.
That's a real bear head?
Yeah. And over here, the snake, some of the snake used to move. And of course, then there's the Ooga Booga Man. I remember Dave Wynn, John Fetterman, and Chris Paul upstairs in the office when their desks were upstairs. One lunchtime you could hear this. Ow! They were testing each other for this voice for the Ooga Booga Man.
Careful.
I haven't told you not to step on it.
There's full army men there.
What's that?
Army men.
That's fantastic.
He is great.
We got the water curtain.
Yeah, I designed the mechanism for, there's a solenoid valve that shuts off the water, but then that trough slips down to catch the drippers. Hopefully.
It's pretty good.
You said you designed the mechanism for that?
Yeah.
Colder than I was this morning.
Very cool.
Hopefully the sun.
These are pretty much the same kind of switch that a traditional car from the 70s would use.
Right,
to
for the high
switch
beams. Yeah.
They've gone through millions of cycles with needing almost no.
And that controls the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, this ride is like I equate it to a giant Lionel train set.
Okay.
Each car has an electric motor like a Lionel train when you add power to the track.
And engages it. Yeah.
So we have buttons for multiple sections of the track to bring the cars forward, and once they reach a certain point on there, the rest of the track is locked.
It's amazing.